Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the language of big business, and let's just say this next filing has some interesting words for us to unravel. Today we're diving into a current report from Asset Entities Inc., a company that's been making some moves in the business world. Think of this report as a quick update on what's happening right now. The date here is August 25th, 2025, and it tells us about some significant events that have just occurred or are about to occur. So Asset Entities Inc. is the main player here. We're looking into their official communications with the government. They are incorporated in Nevada, a state known for its business-friendly laws. Their commission file number is 001411612. This is like their unique ID with the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC. And their IRS employer identification number is 881393236, which is their tax ID. Their main office is located in Dallas, Texas, a hub for many corporations. Now, the core of this report is about a big deal, a merger. We've talked about mergers before there, when two companies combine to become one. Asset Entities entered into an agreement on June 27th, 2025 to merge with another company. Basically, a company named Alpha Merger Sub, which is part of Asset Entities, is merging with a company called Strive Enterprises. After this deal, Strive will become a part of Asset Entities. This is a significant move that can really change how a company operates and what it can achieve. The big news here is that the government's financial watchdog, the SEC, has approved a key document called a registration statement. This statement, declared effective on August 22nd, 2025, is like the official green light from the SEC, allowing the merger to proceed after all the necessary steps are taken. To make this merger official, the company is calling for a special meeting of its shareholders or owners. This meeting on September 9th, 2025 will allow them to vote on the merger. Shareholders get to have a say in major company decisions like this. Let's look at what's being traded there. Class B common stock is traded on the Nasdaq Stock Market LLC under the ticker symbol AST. This tells us how investors can buy and sell pieces of ownership in asset entities. The company is indicating that it is an emerging growth company. This means it's a newer company that has less than a certain amount of revenue and is allowed to follow some different rules to make compliance easier as it grows. This is a common status for newer companies. This section is all about making sure everyone has the same information at the same time. Regulation FD, or fair disclosure, means that when a company releases important news, it has to share it with everyone, not just a select few. Now we hit a crucial part of almost every filing like this, a cautionary statement about forward-looking statements. This is where the company talks about what they expect to happen in the future, but they're also telling us that these are just expectations and things could turn out very differently due to many unpredictable factors. They list a bunch of words that signal these forward-looking statements. Words like may, will, expect, plan, and forecast. It's a warning to investors not to take these future predictions as guaranteed facts. Here are some of the risks they outline. One big risk is that something could happen that causes either company to cancel the merger deal. It's like a prenup for companies. Another risk is that the merger might not happen at all, or it could be delayed if certain conditions aren't met. This is super important for investors to understand. They also mention potential lawsuits. If legal problems pop up, they could disrupt the merger or affect the combined company. A major concern is that the reasons they are merging might not actually happen. They might not save money, they might not gain market share, and all of this depends on many external factors like the economy, interest rates, and competition. Also, merging companies isn't always smooth. It might be harder, take longer, or cost more than they think to combine their operations, their systems, and their teams. When companies are going through major changes like a merger, the people in charge might get so focused on the deal that they neglect the day-to-day running of the business, which could hurt performance. It's also possible that customers or employees might react negatively to the merger, creating problems or changing how business is done. And of course, the market can be unpredictable. The company's stock price could go up or down before the merger is finalized, which can affect the deal itself. This part tells you where to find more detailed documents about the merger. They mention the SEC's website and their own company website for these filings. They've filed extensively with the SEC. Think of a proxy statement as a booklet that explains everything shareholders need to know before a shareholder meeting, and a prospectus is like a detailed description of securities being offered. This section basically says that the people running Strive and asset entities and some key employees might be involved in getting shareholders to vote for the merger. It's about transparency, making sure everyone knows who's advocating for what. This is a standard legal disclaimer. It clarifies that this report itself is not an invitation to buy or sell company stock, nor is it a request for a vote. It's just providing information. This item lists the attachments to the report. The most important exhibit here is 99.1, which is the press release that announced the SEC declaring their registration statement effective. This is the core piece of news being distributed today. And finally, we have the signatures. Here we see the signature of Asha Sarkani, who is the Chief Executive Officer and President of Asset Entities, Inc. This signifies that the company officially stands behind the information in this report. So what's the story here? Asset Entities, Inc. is gearing up for a major merger with Strive Enterprises. The SEC has given its nod to the necessary paperwork and a shareholder vote coming up. It's a pivotal moment for the company and for its investors. The key takeaway is that the company is actively pursuing growth through acquisition, and this report is part of the formal process to make that happen. It signals a potentially big shift in the company's structure and future direction. This kind of strategic move can unlock new markets, improve efficiency, and enhance profitability. But as the cautionary statements highlight, there are always risks involved. Things like regulatory approvals, economic shifts, and how well the two companies can actually merge their operations are critical factors to watch. As an investor or someone interested in the business world, understanding these filings is key to seeing the behind-the-scenes action. Now, looking at this filing from a broader perspective, Asset Entities, Inc. is taking a significant step to expand its reach through this merger. The fact that the SEC has declared their registration statement effective means they're on the right track with compliance and legal requirements for this big transaction. The upcoming shareholder meeting is where the ultimate decision by the owners of the company will be made. It's a classic growth strategy for companies that want to combine resources, expand their market presence, and potentially create a stronger, more competitive entity. The risks mentioned, like integration challenges and market conditions, are very real, so investors should pay close attention to how these are managed. In conclusion, Asset Entities, Inc. Appears to be in a growth phase, aiming to leverage a merger to achieve its strategic goals. The successful completion of this merger will be a major determinant of its future success, and investors will be watching closely to see if the promised benefits materialize, while also keeping in mind the potential pitfalls of integrating two companies. What's your take on this merger and what it means for Asset Entities, Inc.? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please give us a like and subscribe for more decoded corporate insights. And don't forget to join our Discord community linked in the description for more real-time discussions. Thanks for watching. See you next time.